What causes butterflies in the stomach? Part of your flight or fight response is to prepare your body for action in cases when you think something dangerous is about to happen. Part of that response is to decrease blood flow to non-vital areas of the body, so that blood can flood into your muscles, where it will be more useful. Digestion is one of the areas that isn't real important in the middle of a fight, and the body decreasing the blood flow to the stomach is what gives you the butterflies in the stomach feeling. When you are nervous, your body goes into fight or flight mode, and basically prepares the body to either do a run or smack someone. It does this by diverting the blood in your system to your arms and legs. The butterflies you feel is just the blood being diverted away from the stomach, together with the high level of adrenaline you are experiencing, which raises your heart rate, and your breathing, which heightens your sensitivity to changes internally. I hear women talk about butterflies in the stomach when they are in love. But the 2 times I felt it was during an accident where I narrowly escaped, and the other time was when I was confronted with an aggressive dog. It jumped at me to attack and I beat it off with a stick. So, I must assume that it is a fight or flight response kicking in. It's caused by adrenaline, which triggers a flight or fight response. More blood is being pumped to your arms and legs, which need to be ready for quick and intense action. Your body reduces the blood flow to organs which you won't really need when fighting or flighting, like the stomach. That causes the fluttery feeling. There is this really cute guy I linked up with and we are slowly becoming friends with benefits. I don't know why, but every time I see him I get breathless. His lips, his touches, the way he holds me. The thing that sets the butterflies is seeing his tattoo and feeling his fluffy hair as we kiss. Seeing girls put their hair up in a ponytail, pretty much equivalent to guts rolling up their sleeves, getting ready to get hands dirty. Another is watching girls wear traditional clothing while shooting arrows with the patience and skill of warriors of old. Normally social anxiety. Your brain releases adrenaline in preparation for your flight or fight response. This creates the typical symptoms of being nervous, such as butterflies in the stomach, weak muscles, shaking, sore chest, elevated heart rate. The way I understood it whenever I read it, is that fluttery feeling you get in your uterus when you are surprised by something hot. English are also called the uterus stomach and like baby in my stomach. I don't know if guys have an equivalent though. I think you're asking the wrong people here. I'd say it's a mix of anxiety, anticipation and dread. The kind you're getting before taking an important test that you know you haven't studied enough for. My grandma always said this is what happens when you swallow caterpillars and don't chew them up. But at some point I found out that this is what happens when you meet a person who flashes you, smiley face. I read somewhere that that's our sense leaving our bodies, smiley face, smiley face. It also said we shouldn't choose a man who gives us butterflies, choose the one who makes us feel safe. I'm in no way a doctor or a therapist, but according to Dr. Google, hormones and such. I've never thought to ask this question. Thanks for the rabbit hole, Op. My 5-year-old daughter says she gets butterflies in her stomach when she suddenly falls. For example, you are driving a car and suddenly descend. When you're the world heavyweight champion finding out who will challenge you next, all of a sudden you hear boo and the lights go out. Falling in love, I hate that feeling. You can't eat or sleep and when you see them you freeze. You just want your person close all the time. Personally, his sweet messages and anything he says or when I think of this person. I've never had this kind of effect with anyone before. I used to get them from my ex. It's supposed to be some sort of in love shit, but now it's a goodbye and good riddance thing for me. Someone from says a compliment, calls me cute, adorable, etc., and it makes me flustered easily and gives me butterflies. Seeing my mom, because she always makes me anxious. Even just thinking about visiting her. And yet every week I see her. Watching your enemies bleed to death while being held by their loved ones as they yell at you, "You monster!" When mom and dad aren't at home and you order a how for the first time in your life. And the bell rings. The butter that flew in the air and that you caught and put on a slice of bread so you can make a sandwich. Your body telling you that you will in fact be making the biggest mistake in your life. Smiley face. When a girl that you like rests her head on your shoulder and her hand on your thigh. From the moment I find out I have to give a presentation to the moment it's over. Cute messages like, thinking of you. I wish you were here. Missing you. So every time I talk to a girl, my body was preparing me to murder them. When I look at her sweet eyes and then she smiles a little embarrassed. Not sure how to explain. I think I get them but not romantically. Going down a roller coaster. Sometimes the butterflies come out too. According to chaos theory, butterflies are caused by hurricanes. Knowing someone is lying to me while I fully know the truth. Getting downvoted like shit on Reddit for no apparent reason. I've heard it's similar to what you feel when you're anxious. When you're on a roller coaster and it's about to go down. The worms that live inside you, they become butterflies. The archaic urge of wanting to conquer Constantinople,